Oh shit, here we go again.
At this point, I'm going to be in a retirement home when GTA 6 comes out. I'm going to be honest here guys, I really didn't think the game would get delayed again. Myself and a lot of the GTA community out there believed that the game wouldn't get delayed because Rockstar actually gave us a solid date, the 26th of May next year. And typically when they put an actual date for a game's release, they'll follow through. But if there's one thing GTA 6 has taught me now, it's that we can't compare GTA 6 to any previous game because GTA 6 is just different. They're not following past release patterns of trailers and content drops. It truly is just a different beast. And ultimately this is a good thing. We don't want GTA 6 releasing in a cyberpunk situation. But to me it's pretty crazy that now the game's been delayed a further 6 months. Like, I was expecting maybe, if they were going to delay it, maybe a few months, but 6 months is a pretty big delay, and I'm kind of worried that this isn't the last we'll hear of a delay for GTA 6. Because there's a lot going wrong at Rockstar right now, and we need to talk about it. So some of you may have heard that recently almost 40 employees that work at Rockstar between the UK and Canada offices have been fired. So the reason for this that Rockstar gave is that these employees were involved in gross misconduct. Specifically that the individuals were distributing and discussing confidential information in a public forum. The forum in question appears to have been a private Discord server tied towards union conversations, and the union itself claims that the terminated employees didn't actually do anything wrong. Instead, a spokesperson of the union said that Rockstar is attempting to just deflect from the truth, and they're afraid of hardworking staff privately discussing and exercising their rights for a fairer workplace and a collective voice. They also said management are showing they don't care about delays to GTA 6, and that they're prioritizing union busting by targeting the very people who make the game. In recent years, Rockstar executives have benefited from £443 million in tax relief, while showing total disregard for the law or the livelihoods of their staff. At every turn, they've chosen profits over both workers and fans of their games. So basically, Rockstar are accusing these employees of spreading confidential information, whereas the union are saying that's not true. These employees are just trying to join a union so they can have better working conditions like less crunch and things like that. And if enough people within Rockstar did join a union, Rockstar would have to cave and actually listen to the demands from these workers. I'm gonna be honest lads, I'm not the best at explaining this stuff, but if you want a more detailed breakdown, Dandy Andy has an awesome video on this, and he goes into detail a bit more about what's been going on. And it looks like a current employee at Rockstar has actually made a statement about this. Now we can't say for 100% certainty that this person does work at Rockstar, but the admin of the GTA Forums website has verified this. So it looks like we've got actual numbers of exactly how many people were fired. So this person said that 31 of the employees were from the UK office and 3 of them were from Canada. They said, "Last week my colleagues who were in the studio were each individually messaged by HR for a short friendly meeting under the friendly disguise of, 'Hey, are you free for a quick chat?' Upon attending this meeting, they were handed an envelope with a short letter stating that their employment had been terminated for gross misconduct regarding posts made in Discord. They failed to provide any evidence when asked, nor was any stated in the letter, and did not divulge any other information or reasoning. They refused their right to union representation in the disciplinary meeting, which is against UK employment law, and were frog marched out of a studio with a meeting lasting less than 5 minutes. For colleagues who were not in the studio that day, they received a phone call from HR that lasted less than 2 minutes, telling them that they were fired and that they'd received the same letter as above. I am aware of one employee who had a panic attack at this moment, and HR hung up on them during this panic attack, not caring at all about their well-being. These colleagues of mine were hard workers who have spent many years at Rockstar in critical roles. With colleagues who have been at Rockstar for more than 18 years and none of them have ever had a disciplinary in that time, they are not easily replaced and will certainly affect us in making our project deadlines." Now this is pretty crazy, because if it's true, it looks like GTA 6 is not in a good state. And we could likely get more delays if this issue gets bigger. Because like this guy said, talent that's been there for 18 years, you can't replace that so easily. And the way that these employees got told that they've lost their jobs, this is messed up. These are very senior artists, animators, QA testers, designers, programmers and producers, including leads, all super talented people who were proud of their work over multiple Rockstar titles, and all they wanted was the best for Rockstar and their fellow colleagues. Some of these members were off sick, recovering from surgery or on paternity leave, fired without pay, losing their careers and putting them into hardship in the lead up to Christmas, and even potentially losing their visas to work in the UK. They then go on to say, "I never saw any discussion or leaking of Rockstar projects in the union Discord. The only ever discussion was around unionization efforts and the working conditions at Rockstar." The Discord wasn't public, it was a private Discord group that only contained Rockstar employees and the union officials. This was union busting and nothing else. Everyone fired was a union member. They were also predominantly from those who were on the union organising committees of each UK studio. Just 1 week before, the union had reached 200 members, taking us over the 10% threshold required to seek recognition and begin engaging in collective bargaining, allowing us to negotiate directly with management on the key issues that affect us: worsening crunch, inadequate pay, and inflexible working arrangements. To me, this is pretty believable. Like, it makes sense that Rockstar are just trying to fire people that are in the union, so there's not enough people to actually make a change of how the business operates. So if all of this is true, first off, this is really sad for the employees at Rockstar. No employee of an organisation deserves to be treated like this. And in regards to GTA 6, yeah, it's not looking good, because a lot more of the union members could face getting fired as well, as there's over 250 workers at Rockstar in that union Discord group. So if Rockstar can get away with it, as this guy said, they'll have nothing stopping them from doing this again and again. And that just means more delays for GTA 6. If it turns out that what this guy's saying is true, and that none of these employees actually did anything wrong, then likely the union will be able to fight this all the way to the point that all of the people that got fired will get their jobs back. Either way though, I don't think it's looking good for GTA 6, and I would not be surprised if it gets delayed again. But what do you guys think? Do you think this will all blow over pretty soon, or do you think it'll escalate to the point where the game gets delayed a bit more? Anyway, that's about it for the video. Keep your head up, Kings. We'll get through this. See you guys in the next one. Take care.